7 just ahead of the 20 of Austin Riley. Then it is Kevin King and PayPal car, then the Spark Power Racing with Autism number 20. entered at turn number 1. And Riley just a car length off of the race leader at pole sitter as Marco Cicciolini.
Now we're getting lap number 9.
That spark-powered racing was Austin. Beautiful green paint job on the Austin. job of just sitting right with the pole sitter and race leader to 0-0. That's Clarence.
With the number 40 machine in turn number 2. Kevin is in 13th place, but he's picking up the balance for the field by in excess of 2 seconds a lap, and he's only 10 seconds back right now. Kevin King's going to try to make his way back. I'm not sure he'll make it to the victory.
Marshall is ready, and Austin Riley still nose to tail through turn number 1.
These two drivers continue to go ahead, and now Fury starting to...
Second is 25 hundredths of a second, 4 seconds back to Pete. Excellent, and that feeling here. And Valerie Limoges goes to being up that right time.
in the third, outstanding run up in the third for the young lady from Quebec. Before you can say first spot. Valerie Lamage in that Total Port and they're 8. It's really that close the race to the exit of the corner. Still right through this corner to the race. We've got the next 3 drivers going through there in the 6, 7, 8 position, 98, the 47 of Andrew LaPointe. Kevin King in car number 40 trailing the field. Jim?
LaPointe right in behind is Mario Bertium and Mario in the 728 machine. Those 2 cars separated by less than a second. Nonetheless, some very, very close racing action out on the race course as we approach the 26-minute mark of our 40-minute contest, which basically means there's about 14 left on the clock. Marco sitting ready at the race leader, 0.2 of a second separates he and Austin Riley. The green number 20 car. What's the green number 20 car? If you're near a corner, it seems as though Austin Riley takes a little bit wider line through every single corner. Not quite as tight to the apex of the corner, up into turn number 8 nowadays. Here comes the 97 car to the inside. Just a little bit further off the apex of the corner, now into turn number 9. Once again, the car's running in very, very close proximity, and a little wider on the corner, and certainly wider on the exit, and now up into turn number 10. Less than a car length separates first and second place down start-finish line. Lap number 15 in the books. And according to the clock, there is less than 14 minutes left. Marco Signoretti, the race leader. Austin Riley in the 20th second.
And they're down once again into turn one here, Jim. Still just about a car length of daylight between those two drivers, and then we've got that chasing pack of three that have tightened up here into the bottom of turn number two. 220, Valerie Limoges ahead of the 00, the Clarington Nissan of Jake Exton, and then Taylor Neer, who finished third here yesterday, back there in fifth. He's got to pick up the pace if he's looking for another podium finish this afternoon.
Interesting driving style for Austin Riley. Made mention of it earlier on. It seems to be a little bit wider through all of the corners, if nothing else, to cut down the size of the corners. We got a car off the racetrack as well, the 427. Some of the bodywork has been rearranged on the front of the car. Well, mechanically the car looks all right. He's driving it away from the site of the incident. I'm guessing that's turn number 5. We don't have a big wide view of it, so I have a feeling that the 427 of Nicholas Beretta actually made a mistake. Actually, it's turn number 2. Pardon me. Turn number 2 once again has collected another one of our Nissan Micra Cup racers. A little bit wide. The car came around and actually almost drove nose first, in spite of the fact that all of the brakes were locked up. And the 427 of Nicholas Barrett has exited the race course at the bottom of turn number 2. Obviously, turn number 2 is yellow flag, and we'll have to wait and see what race control has to say about it. The car is still in a precarious position. He's driven it behind the tire wall as Nicholas jumps out of the car, opens the hood, and gives it a quick inspection to say, okay, is this just body work, or do I have to phone mom and tell her what I did to the car?
And the leaders have just gone by our position here in turn number 1, up into turn 2, and there's only been about a car length or two separating those two front runners. Marco Signoretti in the Motorsports in Action PayPal Micra, and 20, Austin Riley in the Racing with Autism Spark Power sponsored number 20 entry. Then we've got the gap back to the three-way battle going on for third. And then among the senior class drivers, Sylvain Ouellette just ahead of the number 28 car of Bernier, who is second among the senior class drivers. And then I believe it is the following that, it will be the Mario Bertillon, I believe, is the third place senior driver here at the moment. But up front, I don't think this one is going to be over until that last lap, Jim, as we've got a little over 10 minutes to go, and they were able to get 12 laps completed in the 30-minute run yesterday. It looks like we might be going 19 or 20 to get to the 40-minute mark, but it has been outstanding up front. And if he's got a trump card to play, the number 20 of Austin Riley is probably going to wait until that last lap. Doesn't want to show his hands here to Marco Signoretti, who has been absolutely brilliant. Saw this driver make his debut back on the Victoria Day Speedfest weekend. He had a couple of solid drives, but he has really elevated his driving through the season, and right now he will lead Riley up to the top of turn number 2 under the Champion Bridge. Valerie Limoges now starting an inch away from that yellow 00 Clarington Nissan of Jake Exton, and then is the second of the Motorsports in Action PayPal cars, Taylor Neer, back there in the 5th place spot. Jim?
Indeed, we got some great racing going on. Things beginning to spread out just a little bit, as you mentioned. The Valerie Limoges number 220 car running in 3rd spot. Difference first to second this time by 7/10 of a second. Taylor Neer a little bit closer to the back bumper of Jake Exton, about 3/10 of a second between those two cars. A little bit more than a car length, but close enough that he can see him and take advantage of any kind of a mistake. Again, the top side of the race circuit, about a car length between Marco Signoretti's number 97 and Austin Riley's number 20 car. The bottom of the race circuit once again on the back straightaway. About 2/10 of a second separated those two cars. If they can close it in a little bit, it's coming to the point where if Austin Riley is going to make a move, if there is something up his sleeve, if he's been running the corners a little bit wider, what would happen if he speculated if he ran the corners a little bit tighter, literally took about 10 or 15 meters off the distance that he drives around each lap of the racetrack. If he takes that much off, 10 or 15 meters on one lap means that you're going to be side by side or in front of the race leader. It's going to be interesting. We are inside 10 minutes to go, actually technically inside 9 minutes to go. Lap number 18 becomes lap number 19 when they cross the start finish now. And Marco Signoretti leading Austin Riley this time by 19/100ths of a second. Less than a car length into turn number 1.
And they just go by our position up into turn 2, and a change in third. The 00 of Jake Exton has been able to run down Valerie Limoges, and it's that Clarington Nissan up into third, Limoges right there in fourth, and Taylor Neer in fifth. So 3 drivers, 1 ticket available to the victory podium as they head up into turn number 3, and Kevin King in the 40 has gotten around Xavier Lassus, the rookie driver out of Westmont, Quebec. So he has picked off 1 position. That'll mean a couple of more championship points, but Kevin King undoubtedly coming out will be very, very disappointed with his efforts here in rounds 9 and 10.
Boy, what a battle into turn number 5. Again, Jake Exton with the Union Jack on the top of the yellow machine from Clarington Nissan, the now third place car, as Valerie Limoges 220 is following him as best she can up the back straightaway. Whether there's a move to be made, we'll have to wait and see as the race leaders drive out of the field division. It is the Valerie Limoges Jake Exton battle coming up the backside of the racetrack now. Taylor Neer on the number 58 right in behind. Here they come into turn number 8 one more time. Now, whether there is an advantage to be had for Austin Riley, if he's going to make a move, it's going to be happening very, very soon. And again, this time by Valerie Limoges gets up the outside, drives up side by side with Jake Exton. They are side by side into the top of turn number 9, into turn number 10. Jake with the inside. It's going to be the inside line into turn number 10, the advantageous spot. Valerie Limoges says, I had you almost beat in turn number 8. Why can't I get the car in front? Not for lack of trying, and because of all the action going on in front, suddenly there's another car involved. The 58 of Taylor Neer is side by side and gets by Valerie as well.
Indeed, Valerie Limoges, looks like there was some contact going up into turn number 2. Limoges runs it on the outside as those 2 drivers were exchanging paint. Meanwhile, Jake Exton in that third place spot, and then Limoges and Taylor Neer battling for 4th and 5th. Car number 10 having a great run here, Gavin Sanders, the rookie out of Mount Albert.
A great big slide coming into turn number 3, off the accelerator just a little bit. The back of the car got a little bit light, put on a bit of a show for us. The Taylor Neer number 58 machine gets a little bit sideways but holds on, but loses a little bit of ground as far as Valerie Limoges is a little bit further through turn number 3. And now they've already exchanged a little bit of pen. Veller drives to the inside at the exit of turn number 5, side by side, steals away the spot. There's a wrinkle in the door of the 58 car. They've been doing a little bit more than trading paint. They're trading some sheet metal as well from the look of it. A great battle going on, and it looked as though Valerie Limoges basically had said, okay, if you're going to be like that, and threw the gloves down. It's a nose-to-nose fist fight right now. They're having a heck of a battle out there. Somebody is going to get a trip to the final spot on the podium, and it's nobody's guess who's going to actually win it. 5 minutes left, working on lap number 20.
So 20 laps here as we approach the 40-minute mark in round 10 of the Nissan Micra Championship. And it's almost like watching a video replay, Jim. Every lap, it's about a car length or 2 separating 97 Marco Signoretti, number 20 of Austin Riley, 00 Jake Exton in third, 220 Valerie Limoges fourth, then the number 58 of Taylor Neer in the second of the PayPal cars runs in fifth. Then that white number 10 of rookie Gavin Sanders out of Mount Albert, Ontario. The Sanders Motorsports entry. His grandfather, who's been helping us out with the electronic timing and scoring, Max standing by as the 98 car goes through in 7th. Sylvain Ouellette, he is your senior class leader. 28. That is Bernier running second among the senior class drivers. Then it is 47, Andre Lapointe. but right behind him is 728 Mario Bertiom. He is fourth, but very close to that third place position among the senior class drivers. There's the 40 of Kevin King, who took him a while, but he has gotten around Xavier Lassus in that black number 6. They're running just outside of the top 10. Jim?
Boy, oh boy, I got to tell you, through turn number 5, it looks as though all of a sudden Austin Riley in the 20 machine has got a radio message saying, hey, you're getting close to the end of this thing. We're inside the final 5 minutes. If you got anything, now's the time to show it. Because at the exit of turn number 5, suddenly things got more seriouser. That's for sure. Austin Riley in the 20 car running 0.3 of a second behind Marco Signoretti the last time by. Will cross the line now. Put lap number 21 in the books. The separation first and second, still 0.2 of a second. Not much at all, but the battle between the double zero of Exton and Limoges in the 220, that one hasn't eased or ebbed at all. Down, start, finish into turn number 1, and Taylor Neers basically said, I'm finished trading paint and everything else with you guys. I'm just going to watch back here. It's a lot safer.
Battle for third up under the Champion Bridge, down to the bottom of turn 2. Valerie Limoges is all over that Clarington Nissan of the 00 of Jake Exton as they head up into turn number 3. Taylor Neer continues to round out the top 5, but Limoges one spot, looking to battle back after that disappointing 6th place finish yesterday.
Oh, disappointing for sure, and she's trying to make up for it today. No, there's no doubt about it, and driving as hard as she dares. Turn number 5 with the race leaders, Marco Signoretti. Austin Riley's 20 runs second. Jake Exton, everything but side by side with Valerie Limoges, who is in front of Exton. Coming down the hill through turn number 4 into turn number 5, Valerie Limoges has picked up a spot. Exton now runs in 4th spot. Taylor Neers, number 38, is in 58 is in 5th place. Gavin Sanders, the lead rookie, the number 10 machine, 6th, 7th place is Sylvain Ouellette, number 98. 8th place, the 28 of Frederic Bernier. Frederic Lapointe in the number 47 rounds out the 9th place. And number 10 is the 728 of Mario Bertium. Mario has quite obviously, I believe, I thought for a moment the car was out of commission at the bottom of turn number 2. He seems to have fired the car and is back underway. We'll double check on you. 728, according to my monitors, is 10th place. Marco Signoretti, the race leader, down start finish line and puts lap number 22 into the books. We're now working at lap number 23.
And now they're as close as they've been all race long. Austin Riley parked right on the rear bumper of that front-running PayPal Micra. Here comes the battle for third. Valerie Limoges by about 3 car lengths ahead of the 00 of Jake Exton, and then dropping further back is Taylor Neer after the 3rd place finish yesterday. Right now, Taylor Neer running back in 5th. The number 10, that white Micra of Gavin Sanders, the Mount Albert, Ontario driver, the rookie. Sanders Motorsport entry having a great run here in the 6th place position, as the pace up front has been about 1:44 and change. Your leader in the senior class continues to be the number 98 of Sylvain Ouellette. Second in the senior class is 28 Frederic Bernier, and then we've got the battle going on for third in the class. Mario Bertiom, 728, trying to run down 47 Andre Lapointe. All of those drivers running at the tail end of the top 10. And then there is Kevin King going by. I don't think he's going to be able to make up any positions. So, as we said, Jim, not the kind of weekend that Kevin King was hoping for when he came in here as the championship points leader in the Nissan Micra Cup Series.
Hey, Pat. It's the last lap. If it's going to happen, it's got to happen in the last corner, and here it comes. The race leader, Marco Signoretti, and it's Austin Riley hot on his heels all over the back bumper, less than a car length. Down the start-finish line, the separation last time by 17 100ths, this time by 19 100ths. The race winner is Marco Signoretti. It's going to be Austin Riley in 2nd place. 3rd place, how about this one? Oh my goodness, they're almost side by side at the start-finish line, and it's going to be Valerie Limoges by just 58 1/1000ths of a second. Jake Exton, side by side at the start finish line, just a fraction of an inch behind. Valerie Limoges, after scratching and clawing, manages to finish in 3rd place. The 3rd place trophy goes to her. Oh my goodness, what a contest. That's for sure. Marco Signoretti, the race leader at the end. Austin Riley finished second. Valerie Limoges is going to be in third place overall. Jake Hexton fourth. Taylor Neer fifth. Sixth place. Gavin Sanders, the lead rookie in the number 10, sixth place overall today. A tremendous drive. Leading in the seniors class, the race winner in seniors is Sylvain Ouellet's 98. The 28 of Frederic Bernier will be second in seniors. Third will be Andre Lapointe. Andre Lapointe, the number 47, will be third place. Ninth place overall. Rounding up the top 10 is Mario Benjamin, the number 278. Actually finishes on the lead lap after some misfortune. Kevin King with some misfortune as well. Still on the lead lap. Will finish about 17 seconds behind Mario, but the 40 of Kevin King will be 11th place overall. The race winner, Marco Signoretti. A great drive again this afternoon at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. The Nissan Micra Cup contest, race number 2, is now history. And Pat Casals will be heading down to the victory podium. And if you'd like to join him and join everyone else in the celebrations, there's a whole bunch of people. Okay, we've got a little bit more than a dozen with the Nissan Micra Cup badges.